All right, we back on the channel. Welcome back. Like, comment, subscribe all over this bitch. Everything sucks. Like I've been saying, man, I'm gonna do some rebranding on my channel. It's one of the benefits of being in the early stage. So you want to use that benefit. Um, like, comment, subscribe. ZG33. Channel is lit. We just got done going live on that motherfucker, talking about the danger of being a rapper nowadays. But we're gonna move back over to a little more of this other content. We saved this one for last because this is one of those late night topics. This is
Yes,
one of them
sir.
ones that you gotta wait for your girlfriend to go to bed for you come and listen to this one. Um, if your bitch listening, hey, bitch, you better get your ass out the room. God damn it,
Yeah,
we about to light your ass up. God damn it.
yeah. Put your headphones on, or get your go sit in the bathroom and turn the volume down, man, because we about to go in.
Yeah, yeah. Um, Single moms and stepdads. I'm not sure which one is actually worse. Um, I mean, they kind of both come with their own specific little versions of hell, but it's
Mhm.
like the thing is, it's like one person. This is one of the things that we do wrong with men, is that we have one person who, from this point forward, has no choice on whether they're gonna fucking take care of this kid or not. Just like you have the kid legally, you like have to take care of this motherfucker now. But then when you come to the stepdads, it's like they have all the choice in the fucking world, bro. Um, but sometimes it's like something gets to their confidence to where they feel like they have to settle down and uh and raise another fucking man's kids. Uh, Man, the despair runs so deep, it's hard to tell where the fuck to even start when it comes to this. Um, if you're a seasoned gentleman, you've probably been through something like this before. I've definitely have, single mom, 5, 6 years, um, miserable existence, testosterone going down, belly weight going up, you know, um, just not respected, coming in last place, for every goddamn thing, going on a vacation with people and no one really giving a fuck about whether I'm having a good time or not, you know. And all those things are all just kind of things that you don't really have to go through when you're with somebody child free. Um, Now that doesn't say you're going to be child free forever. Eventually most people, especially like most people that are in long-term relationships, they're going to come around to it. I mean, one reason why is because shit, if you don't, then the bitch is going to be out. I mean, if she's 27 and she has no kids, like, she's not going to stay with you till she's 37 years old, bro. Like, unless you give her kids along the way. um
Yeah.
but it's tricky, bro. It's hard to get shit to work. um I think one of my biggest things is just kind of all the obvious stuff, bro. And I don't know, I feel like being with a single mom, having to be so acquainted with someone else's kids really, really deeply turned me off to kids, and I'm not even sure if I want my own after going through that shit. One reason is just because all of the obvious things when it comes to kids. The You come home with the fucking, you've been working all day, you stop to get a milkshake, you come home and the kids are all fucking asking you for shit. It's like their bedtime was like an hour ago, and you come in and the bitch ain't taking control over the house, and just all this kind of shit. Um, that's that's uh that's the more obvious side of why you don't want to be with the single mom. Maybe that changes when the kids are yours. Um, you know, but shit. As of now, I can't tell you about that. I ain't there yet.
Yeah, I mean personally, I would feel like because like you said, man, I went through the experience too. Not as long as you, but I went through it, and I ain't gonna just sit here and say like she was just terrible or nothing. But bro, that adds a complexity to the situation that you know it just makes it a little weird. You know what I'm saying? And as a man, bro, like I can't say what makes anybody a man or nothing like that, but in my personal opinion, bro, it's just not the most comfortable thing in the world, bro. You don't even feel right saying nothing to somebody's kid, especially if you ain't been coming around them like that. Like, and
Hmm.
then like if the mom don't seem to have so much control, you kind of just like in a weird position, bro. Like that is just a weird situation, you know. And that's the thing. Like I'm used to kids. I've been around kids. My sis, both my sisters are single moms. They got a bunch of kids, but I can raise my voice when they was tripping when they was young because why? That's my blood. You know what I'm saying? And they gonna listen to me. But you really have no right to yell at somebody else's kid. Like that would be like just being at the store yelling at somebody else's kid. But even though you may be dating this person, that don't mean that you can just yell at their kid. No, they might look at you crazy, you know. So it's like you almost have to sit there. You almost have to like you're almost like to an extent in some situations, you almost gotta emasculate yourself a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you almost have especially if you're on the fence about it, you know. And in my situation, when I was in that situation, I was kind of on the fence about it. Like I wasn't really like I was like, shoot, bro. Like I know everything I heard. Like people are like, oh, bro, don't do it. But I'm like, bro, who knows,
Hmm.
bro? It might not be the worst thing in the world or whatever. But then I learned for myself like what is uncomfortable about it and why it can make things difficult because it adds a different level of complexity to the relationship, bro. Because that's one more thing that they're gonna want you to be involved with. You know, they're gonna be asking you like, well, when do you want to meet my kid, or when uh and then like why can't we go do this? Why can't we go do that? And now they want you to be like family with the and if you're still not feeling all the way there with the situation, bro, then that's gonna make you feel uncomfortable, and then you're gonna have to kind of act like a fuck boy and be kind of dodgy about it, like, oh well, yeah, I can't do that today. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's the thing,
like
bro.
like the kids be acting up and you you be wanting to snap on their ass. You just be like, you know what? I don't feel like arguing with this bitch right now. So goddamn, let me throw
Yeah,
my
like,
headphones in and
yeah,
just keep to
man.
myself type shit.
Yeah, and it's weird, bro. And that's the thing. Like,
It's
a man with, but this is all as a man with no kids, bro. I can't if you it may be different if you got a little boy and she got a little boy and they can play together, and then it's almost like the kids can go play together and we can mind our business in this room. You know what I'm saying? So that I can
hmm
see where that could work, but just being a man with no children and you're used to peace and quiet, and then you may get involved in a situation where you're around the kids, then it can get a little difficult, bro. And I'm not the type
yeah.
to just sit here and bash, I'm not gonna sit here and bash them because, like I said, my mom was a single mom at one point. And both of my older sisters are single moms. You know what I'm saying? So I understand the situation, and I understand like it is difficult and it is rough. But as a man, if you a single man with no kids, bro, like you want to be careful about going into that situation too, because there's so much nuance to every situation. And that's what kind of made me say, like, well, let me check it out. But now, me knowing, I think just in the beginning, you got to be very clear with them. Like, if this is something you're not with, don't even try to like be like, don't straddle the fence about it. Just be like, yo, like
hmm
I'm not with this. Like I'm not trying to really get involved. Like that's what you just need to say off rip. Like you don't need to straddle the fence and say, well, I'll see. It could be all right, because that's kind of what I did, bro. And I kind of found out the hard way that like and
Mm-hmm.
and and that made things get weird too, because it changed the way I thought about a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? Like it almost changes the way you look at the girl, the woman in the first place. Like you may, like, especially if she's coming to you like with any type of demands and stuff, you just kind of like, bro, like I'm out here, holding up, doing all this. You expecting all this out of me? Like you should be able to do this too. But in the back of your mind, you only saying that because she got a kid. You know what I'm saying? Whereas you wouldn't even be thinking about those type of things if it was just a woman with no kids or something like that, bro. So it's like the best way to avoid that, I would say, is just straight up front, bro. Like if that's something you not with, then you got to tell them, like, look, I can't do nothing serious with you long term with you. I'm not trying to be no stepdad. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm.
and that's like, and it's hard too, bro. And but that's the thing, bro. You gotta do it up front, bro. And sometimes it's best to just not get involved, because you can end up building a bond with this person. And I'm not talking about the kid. Like everybody says that, like, oh, you'll build a bond with kids and you gonna miss the kid. I ain't have to experience that. But
Shit, I got
like
my life got better without them goddamn kids.
yeah, like, but you gonna build a bond with a woman though, and that's gonna be kind of rough on you, just because it's like, dang, like, and you know how some people are, bro. They can't even be your friend after, for like, you know what I'm saying. So it's like you just, that whole everything you just built out the window. You know what I'm saying. So it's like it's best that you probably just don't even get involved, like as in a real relationship. Like y'all could just be, friends. Y'all can fuck on each other, whatever how it is, or but you don't want to get too deep into that situation if that's not something that you can see yourself progressing with. And then at the same time, you don't want to really waste somebody else's time. I don't think anything's a waste of time. Everything's a learning experience. I don't regret it, bro. It was a learning experience for me. You know what I'm saying? Now I know what to do and what not to do in certain situations. But
Yeah.
you know, at the same time though, see, that's the worst part, bro, because it's like, okay, even if people was telling me, I still went ahead and went with my move. Like, so it's in it, like, I think this is what everybody's gonna end up doing. That everybody's gonna end up being like, well, I had to learn the hard way, and then they're gonna tell you, and then the next person gonna be like, well, I think my situation's different, and then they're gonna go in and they're gonna learn the hard way, and they're gonna be saying, everybody's gonna be saying the same thing, and then you gonna have that one person who's like, well, I stepped up to the plate and everything went great, and then 100 more people gonna be like, I had to learn the hard way, and then you have one more person, like, you know what I'm saying? It's just it's one of those situations where it's like bro, there's so much nuance to every situation that I can't give somebody blanket advice. It could be a perfect situation for you for whatever reason, but if you feel like there's any like flags in the situation, bro, pay attention to them, and be honest and be upfront, bro. Like don't feel like, oh, like I don't want to hurt them or whatever. Like you just got to tell them straight up, like this is something that I'm not with. You know what I'm saying? Because it could save you a lot of trouble. And who knows? Maybe they'll be like, you know what? I understand that, and I respect you for that. That could be how it go. You never know. Or they'll just be like, well, nah, that's not what I want. I'm looking for somebody to start a family with. So they'll just go their separate ways. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? But either way, it's a win for you, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the thing. Like, you'll find you somebody, bro. Like, you'll find you somebody. Everybody ain't
Yeah,
meant to be
like
with everybody, bro.
I think that I think if you truly want to live your life to the fullest, bro, I feel like you don't want to be tied down during this time, bro. Like,
Bro. Oh, bro. This is what you're just about to say is important. Think about it, bro. I lived my life like this on purpose. I always made sure I used condoms, like, everything like that. I always made sure I was careful and stuff like that. Like, even from when I first started having sex when I was young, bro, because both my older sisters had kids at a young age. So I knew, like, and my dad, he always tell me that. And then I knew, I was like, I ain't trying to just be popping no kids out, bro, because I see how it make your life harder. So
Mm-hmm.
why, like, when you really think about it like that, it's like, why am I taking on somebody else's kid if I design my life like this on purpose to not have no kids until I'm ready?
Yeah. I used to think that when I was with my ex too, like all the time, bro. I'd be thinking like, bro, why the fuck am I living my fucking life like this, bro? Like, I don't even have any fucking kids, bro. Like,
Hmm.
I could be fucking backpacking across a fucking mountain, with nothing if I wanted to. But
Yeah.
it's like, but I'm like sitting in this house being emasculated by my situation. And then because it's even worse when they have more than one kid. Because then it's like
Woo, boy.
you're you're
I know that had to be
outnumbered.
rough. Yeah.
Yeah, because then just like
They was jumping you.
you're outnumbered by the whole family. There's like so
Yeah.
many there's just more family members than you. So anytime, people need to be taken priority of, it's everyone else than you. It's like,
Yeah,
okay,
that, bro, when you
we
think
got to
about that,
take
that is
we got to
weird.
take care we got to take care of the goddamn of make sure my son is at school on time, make sure we get my daughter from daycare, we have to do their laundry because they have school tomorrow. And then my mom's birthday is next month, and the fucking cat needs to go to the vet, and you come fucking last behind everything, bro.
Mm,
Like, people don't fucking consider like what your life is like they don't consider like
mhm.
what your experience in this one life you get, like how is it going for you. They don't give a fuck, bro. Like, they don't have the wherewithal to give a fuck. They
Yeah.
have to focus on their kids.
And see,
A
this
bitch,
what this
a,
this
well, real
go ahead.
quick, a bitch with no kids, bro. She has the time for you. You feel me?
Hmm.
Like, she has the time to where when she gets off work, and she's gonna stop at the store, get you something that she knows that you like, and she gonna bring that
Yeah.
shit home. You feel me? Like, I never really got that, bro. And I noticed that that was a difference between her and another one of my exes who didn't have kids when I was with her, you know? And it's like, oh, giant red flag. He's comparing his exes. Suck my fucking dick. I don't give a fuck, you know? But it's like, these bitches are all hoes, bro. I compare all them bitches to each other. Yo,
Yeah.
bitch, my bitch, that bitch, this bitch, all, yeah, fuck them hoes.
Yeah.
But when I was with her, she would do stuff like that, bro. And when I was with the other one, and our relationship was way longer than the first one too, bro. But that kind of shit never happened. I never came home, opened the fridge and saw the drink that I like just sitting there waiting for me.
Hmm.
But when I was with the bitch who didn't have kids, bro, she comes home from work. She's like, yeah, here's some donuts, here's your energy drink, a bunch of shit that I don't need to be eating now. But in my early 20s, when I was with the bitch, it
That's
was,
busting. Yeah, you probably high.
yeah, yeah, bro. Like,
Yeah.
she was like, I felt like, yeah, like this bitch hooked me up. Like, she cares
Yeah.
about, like, am I gonna taste the fucking food, the treat that I like? Am I gonna be able
Yeah.
to sip on the drink that I like to drink? And she actually was considerate about that. Bitches with kids,
Yeah.
I noticed, bro, you just come last. You come behind everybody.
Yeah. And see, I was saying my situation, bro. I can't say the same because she only had one kid or whatever. Like I said, like the situation wasn't terrible, bro. But I'm a forward. I look into the future though, bro, and I could see the
Hmm.
way things were starting to go as we started to kind of get serious. How the effects that this could have in the future, you know what I'm saying? And then like not only do you have to look at and not only do you have to look at like that, but you have to look at like how things are going to go and like think about this like as you're trying to level up in life. If you have somebody around you and you kind of everything that you build with them is like the kid is involved. You know what I'm saying? So say you get real serious with this woman, bro, and you get you a house and you want to move her into the house, bro. Like, but she has custody of the kids. Shoot, you got to get a house for all of y'all. You know what I'm
Uh-huh.
saying? It's is if you in okay, say you start leveling up in life to the point where you're like, I don't even want my girl to work, bro. She's straight. She can do what she needs to do, and kind of help me out. But you don't just have to pay for her, bro. You're paying for her and the kid, bro. If she got
Yeah.
custody, bro. And that's the kind of stuff I started thinking about, and I was like, whoa, you
And
know what I'm saying? Like,
then they're gonna be the. I mean, that the next obvious part about it is they're gonna be the fucking kids for life, bro. They're gonna fucking leave the house one day. They're gonna fuck their life off. They're gonna fucking come running back home because mom says it's okay. This is just, this is the shit these motherfuckers do nowadays. I left when I was 17. I never fucking went back. But I'm
mhm,
just stubborn. I'm just stubborn like that, I guess. So, but if it's you and her, then her kid is gonna be fucking 26 years old talking about he needs some help. You being a 45-year-old man at this point, it's like, this motherfucker is just lazy as fuck. He could have the fucking world if he just put in a little effort for it, you know, and
facts.
it's fucking, and you understand that about him. Now the motherfucker needs some help, and you saying, hell no, he needs to buckle down and get on his grind. But you arguing with his mama, and the motherfucker is grown, bro. You're still arguing about her fucking kids. He's 26 years old, and she's talking about, well, you think he can come back and stay with us, you know, like acting like, because he's always welcome back here. It's like, nah, no, you ain't, bro. Even my own kids, you're not welcome back at home unless I see some effort, bro. So only thing that
Yeah,
makes you welcome back home, bro, is some effort.
and that's the thing. Like,
And if you
you
show
don't
the
know
effort, you won't need to come back home.
yeah, you don't know how the children are gonna behave. Like, if they have young children, you don't know how they're gonna behave as they start to get older, bro. And it's like, bruh, you see so many horror stories, bruh. And then, like I say, my own
Yeah.
life, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Like, my own life. My mom got remarried and everything. Like, you see that, but see, it's crazy? My dad got remarried too, but they situation was smooth. My dad had what, two kids when he met my stepmom, but everything went
How old
smooth.
was he?
I want to say I was like anywhere between 7 to 9, I think. No, probably like six, somewhere between 6 and 8, I think, when he got remarried.
Nah, nah. How old was he though?
Who, my dad?
Yeah,
Probably like 36 or 35 or something like that.
yeah. See, to me, to a man who's in his early 30s, what I see is the fact that he just had his shit together at that point, bro. Like, like sometimes, and this ain't necessarily about him personally, but sometimes niggas just need some time to just get their shit together. You feel me?
Hmm.
To fuck up years and years because we're stubborn. You know, that's kind of
Hmm.
there's a piece of me that kind of thinks that the true alphas bloom later in life. You know, because it's like because we spend so much goddamn time like trying to do our own thing, fucking it off, fucking it off, fucking it off.
Yeah.
The fuck? Like we spend so much time just fucking off life. It's like by the time you 36 years old, like bro, like if I get married at 36, my marriage gonna be smooth as fuck too. But
Hmm.
if I got married at fucking 24, then hell no, bro. There's no way I'd still be in a relationship like
Yeah.
from back then. There's no way.
It's too much you got to experience in life as a man. But I can't say that for but see, that's the thing. Everybody's situation is so different. But at the same time, it's like there's so much you got to experience, depending on who you are. So much you got to experience in life as a man, bro. And that's the thing. Like I said, I'm 20. I'm 27, bro. So for me to, it's like you was, it's like you just young, bro. Like you slowing your
Mm-hmm.
life down to an extent. Like it's like you almost forcing
Yep.
yourself to settle down in a way.
Yep.
It's just like, bro, that ain't me, bro. And that's the thing. Like, I ain't even really no relationship person either. Like, I was just trying the shit out. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, but I believe, bro. Like, I'm not even. I don't even know if I want to just be in relationships no more, bro. I'm probably just gonna go back to my old way of just, I got you, and you. You know what I'm saying? Like that. It's just a little bit smoother that way. And then I'll get up with you when I can, and I'm focused on what I'm doing. I'm focused on my purpose, bro. Because that's the thing. Like, I was saying my situation, bro, in the beginning, it seemed like I was like, this can't be that bad because like she's gonna be busy because she has a kid. You know what I'm saying? So in the beginning, it was seeming like, okay, I can do what I do over here, and then we'll just link up when we both got free time. But then it came to a point where it seemed like there was just a lot of attachment, bro, and it was like, dang, bro, like I can't be giving you all the attention in the world when I'm not the first priority. I can't make you my first priority, and I'm kind of the second priority here. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh. And when
Like,
when you in
that,
the when you live together and shit, you really start to feel that too. Like
yeah,
I was just kicking it with somebody, and this chick got a kid, and I'm like, her kid is like over here spinning in circles and shit. He's fucking 1 year old, bro. He's just goofing off, being a
mm,
baby. He's fucking spinning in circles and shit. And I'm in the middle of talking to her, and she's like, "You're gonna get dizzy doing that," like talking to him in the middle of me talking to her. Like, bitch, I'm fucking talking to you right now. Like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like,
and see, you can't be that type of person with somebody with kids. That's the thing. Like, bro,
yeah,
you gotta be really selfless, bro. And if you're
yeah,
not
but
a
and
really selfless person, bro, it's not for you. Like, you know what
yeah,
I'm
and
saying?
I
Like,
feel like the only way, the damn near the only way, like the only thing that makes you able to deal with it is when it's your kid, bro.
yes, bro, and that's facts because I say the same thing about, like, say, like my nephews or whatever. Like, I could, I say something to them because I know, like, they know me and I know them. But it's like when you don't know, it's like you're just kind of sitting there, just like, bro, what you gonna do? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you sit there, like, so what you gonna do? Like, if they tripping, like, so what you gonna do? Like, you kind of just sitting there, like, watching the situation. Like, you ever been over your friend's house and like they start getting into it with their parents, and you kind of just sitting there like this? Like, that's kind of how it feels. Like, if the kid starts throwing a fit or something, and you just kind of sitting there like, what? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't really know what to do or say. So it, like I said, it's just really awkward. And like I said, the only way it can really work is if you were just one of those super selfless type people who maybe you just love kids to death,
A
and
fucking simp,
and,
bro. That's
and
what
you
that
have no
is.
hang, yeah, let's say it in that way. You have no hang ups on stuff like that. But bro, just me, bro, like, it's like, bro, like, this
No
is
better options
no better
than
options,
fucking
bro. It's just
yeah.
like, bro. But I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, man, you live and you learn. But that's a situation you need to tread lightly in. Really, just don't do it. Especially, like I said, if you aren't, like he said, a simp. But if you aren't a super selfless person, because you can't be selfish, bro. Because at the end of the day, bro, this how my mind like work. It's like, bro, I can't be taking no food out of kids' mouth. You know what I'm saying? I can't be taking time away from, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to take time away from a parent spending time with their kid. So it's like
Hmm.
you got to think like that too. But at the same time, it's like, okay, well, why am I in a situation where I have to, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if this is the person I'm with, like, I should be able to just actively, as we want to spend time together, bro. Like, but see, and that's the thing, like, for somebody, it'd be easier if they both have kids because then they can play together. Say y'all go to the park, they can go run around and play together. Y'all can sit on the swings and talk. Or like,
Yeah.
if y'all are in there
Be,
watching a movie, the kids can be in the other room watching YouTube or something like that. Like, it's like it's almost like a double date in a way. But
well, one of the things with that is when one person has a daughter and the other one has a son, it's like
yeah,
you damn near have to keep an eye on the sexual chemistry in the household. And
mm,
then it's like it's not like it's not like bitches hear something good when they hear single dads. Like they single dads have a bad rap too. Like, and the bitches know this. Like, we don't talk about it as dudes because it's not our subject of conversation. Single dads
And
is a
see,
woman's,
I
but it's
think
like, or go ahead.
I think in my dad's situation, my mom had us, so it was easier for him to meet somebody because we would only be with him during the summer. So majority of the year, like he's just a regular dude.
Yeah,
So
but
so
that's
I mean that
the thing is that's what most women want. Like the dads will say like I want custody of the kids, and they'll say no, like I want majority custody. Like what that's what it turns into. It turns into dating is just gonna be way fucking harder for you, you know.
yeah,
But I guess whatever. I'm not a parent, so I don't have to have opinions on that yet.
yeah.
But it's like the bitches know that they don't want to be with no goddamn single dad though. They know that. They know damn well they don't want to deal with no dude who still has to deal with his baby mama. All that bullshit. They know that shit. If they could have the exact same man but without a fucking kid, they'd go for that every time. Like they
Yeah,
don't
but
want
I say
no.
I'd almost say the same thing in my situation, bro. That's one of the things that made it super complex. That's one of the things that made it a lot more difficult because that's the thing. You also have these notions in your head about things, man. Like you almost kind of like you thinking in your head like, man, what they trying to use me, like, well, like what kind of, like, you already got, like, you're thinking all these ideas in your head, you already got plans for me, like you already know what you
Mhm.
trying to do with, like, just stuff like that make you treat them a certain way. You might start treating them a little different because of the stuff that you thinking, like.
Something that I went through, and this just goes to the you're always gonna come in last kind of thing is um uh once once the kids turned, or when my ex's son turned like 15 or something, she started bringing up getting him a car like for his 16th 17th birthday or some shit. And I'm sitting up thinking like buy him a car, like buy him a car.
Mm.
Bitch, I don't have a car. Like, why don't you help me get a fucking car? You know what I mean? Wrong attitude to have. I should have just hustled and never even went through that bullshit with her, you know?
Yeah.
But still though, it just goes to show the sentiment, bro. Like they ain't thinking about you. She's thinking about her son being able to have this historical moment of getting his first car when he's 16, when he's actually
Mm.
gonna fucking kill himself if he gets that, you know?
Mm.
And then
Real talk.
fucking yeah, like he's nowhere close to fucking mature enough, bro. He's like this video game playing dweeb. Um,
Mm.
and then fucking spoiled, like a spoiled one on top of that. Like, don't be acting spoiled on this fucking road, bro. You'll fucking die out here.
Yeah.
Like, no, you can't just hog a lane because you want to. Like, you know all that. But yeah, I used to think like, bitch, like buy him a car. Like, how much fucking money you planning on spending on this fucking car? Cause like, bitch, I ain't never got no fucking money out your ass. Which brings me to something else about the fucking kids. Bitch, how do you get so much tax money, but I don't get nothing, bruh? This shit happens for years, bro. I'm like, I tell the bitch, quit fucking drinking and driving. She keeps drinking and driving, gets a fucking DUI, can't drive for a whole year. I tell her before we move, look, when we move, switch this motherfucker's school over to the new fucking place. He needs to go to this school because the bus stop is right outside the fucking house, and I'm not driving fucking to a whole nother city every morning to drop this fool off at school. So beginning of the school year, she gets a fucking DUI, and now I gotta drive over there fucking to school again. So that's what I mean. It's like just coming in last all the time, bro. Like not listening to what I'm fucking saying. Like Me giving you like it's damn near like everything I wanted, bro. You like gave me the fucking opposite. Like I told you, I don't want to drive to a different town, switch his fucking school over. Then it's like, okay, I'm not gonna switch the school over, and I'm gonna get a fucking DUI. So now you have to drive over there. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? All against my fucking advice, bro. All against
yeah.
what I fucking said. You
And that's
know?
another thing, bro. Like the fact that like even you being in that situation, you would think that they would like hold you in high regard for being in that situation, but nah, bro. It's like they almost come
Nah.
to resent you a little bit, bro. And then it seems like there's a constant. I think this is a relationship thing, period. But even in this situation, bro, there's a constant like power struggle. You know what I'm saying? Like of them trying to get their way and what they want, and you trying to stand your ground. You know what I'm saying? Like and be like, hell no, I'm not going for none of that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and
What
that's
well
what it is.
what you mean then? Like the baby mama or the kids?
Yeah, the baby, the mom, because like that's the thing. It's gonna be a power, and that's another thing, bro. They're so used to telling somebody what to do that they'll feel like they can to a point where they can tell you what to do. You know what I'm saying? Like they're used to telling somebody what to do, so they kind of have that energy of telling what to do.
Yeah.
Or and that's another thing I noticed when you're around them, when they're around the kids and they're in parent mode, bro. They'll try to talk to you like you a child.
hmm
You know what I'm saying?
I
I'm like,
think the true
hold on.
I think the true power struggle is between the stepdad and the kids, bro. It's like that's kind of what you lose all of it too. It's like if you didn't have the fucking kids, the bitch would be way fucking easier,
Yeah.
you know? But it's like
Mhm.
it's damn near like when you get down to the bottom of if you are fucking stepdad, y'all's biggest problems evolve revolves around the kids, bro. It revolves
Yep.
around her fucking kids.
So
That's your
some
biggest
some
problem.
some way, shape, or form, even if it's not directly, bro, indirectly. Like it,
Yeah.
like just the mental trauma that they had to go through with whatever the situation is that caused them to be single. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Whatever it is, the fact that they, had a kid in the first place and the dad ain't in the life no more. There's just a lot that comes with that, bro. The struggles that they're having in their own life, bro. And a
Yeah.
lot of times, a lot of
Then
females be having mental issues and stuff like that, bro. And then all of that compiled together, bro, you really just dealing with a lot of issues, you know.
then the kids get older and
Yep.
then it's like you have to fucking feed these motherfuckers all fucking day. And then they're like not appreciative that they have something to eat. They're throwing the food away. Fucking the mom is like letting them. Like I remember one time this motherfucker took a fucking toy gun to school, got suspended for 2 weeks, goes back his first after being off for 2 weeks. The first day he goes back, he brings a pocket knife to school, gets expelled from school. And it's like I tell him, you can't. There's no more fucking video games. Like that shit's over until you start at this new school and we see a very big improvement. No more games at all.
And that's
And
what
then it's like,
that's a
and
masculine. That's what a man should do in that situation. Go ahead. Go ahead.
yeah, then I come home and this motherfucker's just sitting on the couch with everybody. They're just laughing at some movie and shit. Like this motherfucker, just because I said no video games doesn't mean he could do every goddamn thing else. You know what I mean? And when bitches are like, I don't know, I feel like you see things so differently when the kids aren't yours that they don't even really like they don't understand that. Like they don't understand how discipline is supposed to work because they're just a single mom. There's no man,
Exactly.
leading. They don't have that
Everything they
example.
do, everything they do is like more so like coddling, and then they try. But that's the thing, bro. There becomes a point in time, like I know my mom would try to snap on me and stuff and all that, bro. There came a point in time, like when I was getting whoopings, bro. When I was like 8, bro, that just stopped working, bro. Like I remember my last whooping, bro. Like she was whooping me, and I was just looking at her, like, bro. And that's when she knew, bro. She never whooped me again after that, bro. Like she knew, she was like, "There's no more whooping him. Like this don't phase him no more." You know what I'm saying? So, but that's the thing. Like they don't know how. Like that's the thing, bro. They don't know how to raise boys like that because they're not a man, bro. A man knows what a man need, bro. Like that's the I be trying to give little pointers and stuff to like my sister with her sons
Well,
because I was just to let her know like what I wanted as a young man. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to play sports. I wanted to do boy stuff. You know, moms will tend to kind of yank them around with what they think is cute. You know what I'm saying? Oh, let's go play. Let's do this. Let's do this. But as a boy, you want to do boy stuff. You want to go play sports. You want to act up. You know, you want to, and that's what I feel like why it's really important for boys to be with a father though. You know what I'm saying? Like,
mhm. Yeah, like when my ex's when her daughter was like 2 years old or some shit, her sister would be telling her like, "Say shut up, bitch," and she'd be like telling her to cuss and shit, and I'm like, "Bitch, like, why are you not snapping on this bitch for doing this shit with your daughter? Like I'll slap the shit out you, like telling my fucking kid to talk like that."
yeah,
Like, nah,
that's
we
crazy.
on we gonna be on some gentleman shit over here, sir. Like,
Yeah,
we
respectful.
we yeah, we ain't talking none of that. Maybe and in the right times you can, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I let my kid talk shit, but yeah, we gonna be gentlemen though, you know.
Yeah, and I mean
But
that's
a woman can't teach that though. She
yeah.
can't teach the gentleman part. All she can teach is the talk shit part. But you said like it's how like they just how single moms can't really raise boys. It's like they can't really raise girls either, bro. That's what we're seeing. We're seeing
Yeah,
that
that's
play
facts.
out.
Yeah, that's facts too, because they're gonna turn a lot of times they're gonna turn into hoes. Like you need both the parents for a reason, you know? Like that's how
Yeah.
it's supposed to be. But like this just the way culture is now. It's everybody just popping babies and have baby mamas and baby daddies, and so it's just. But it's like, bro, like I said that though. I was like, bro, I don't want no baby mama, bro. I don't want no baby mama, bro. I'm not trying to be no baby daddy, bro. If I have a kid, bro, we gonna be together and we gonna raise this kid together properly. We gonna raise
Hmm.
a well behaved kid to where when they see this kid, people gonna be like, golly, boy, y'all hell of a parents, because this kid is just, he's respectful. He does everything. He's intelligent. That's how I want my kid to be, bro. I'm not trying to have no kid who's in a rough, having a rough experience because he's constantly getting snatched back and forth between his parents and they can't get along, and you know what I'm saying, like that's not what I'm trying to do, bro. And that's the thing, like,
Hmm.
and that's the same thing back to the situation when you in a situation with a single mom, bro. That could be the situation that kid is in, bro. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, do you want to
Yeah.
be a part of that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And do
like
you
I'm not
do
finna
you also
be
want do you want to be the person who's picking up the slack for that either? Like, do you want to, like, you know what I'm saying? Like that it kind of makes you feel weird when you really like internalize that and think about it. You like, bro, like it's kind of weird that it's like, okay, somebody else wasn't doing their job, so now I got to come in and I'm expected. Like it's not like if you want to, like if you want to get involved, no, like they're like, this is what it is. I'm a package deal. Like you,
Mhm.
like that sound crazy to me, bro. And to me that makes it seem like, bro, is you really looking for love? Because if you was, like, you would be like, man, like I like this person, I want to be with this person, and I'm not expecting them to do anything that's my responsibility. Like, but nah, that's how I guess they're programmed to think. Like, if you gonna take me, you gonna take everything that come with me. But it's like, okay, that's if we were to get married. But do you think in a regular dating relationship that should even happen? That shouldn't even really happen until y'all talking about getting that serious. You know what I'm saying? Like until there's a ring on the finger or something like that. Like
Yeah, I mean,
it, it's just kind of weird.
yeah, I think at the end of it all, it just comes down to you got to be on top of your shit. Like, as the
Yeah,
man, you got to be on top of your shit to give yourself all those options, to say, like, Because it's damn near like what, like, yeah, you gonna give it a shot if you need a goddamn place to stay. You feel me? You gonna give it a
Mm,
shot if you need a car to get around and shit, and the bitch got one. Like, you might give the bitch a shot. Um, you ask the bitch for $20 every other day, and she give it to you to go buy some weed, and your ass,
yeah,
it's like,
and
shit.
also
When you're
they
living like that, huh?
they might make it look sweet too, bro. But you never know when the switch up could happen. You know what I'm saying? Like you may you may just be thinking, oh, I'm just gonna get in here and we just gonna have some fun or whatever, and then all of a sudden things start switching up a little bit. Like they kind of reel you in. You know what I'm saying? You never know how the situation could go. So it's like, bro, like if you're getting into them situation, bro, you gotta have your wits about you, bro. Like you gotta know, like you got to set the boundaries and just let it be that, bro. Like in the beginning, like anything that you want to do, bro, you got to make that clear in the beginning, bro.
Hell yeah.
Like that's the most important part.
Yeah, and you gotta
I was,
be, you feel me? Be on top of your shit, so,
yeah,
and like, cause when you on top of your shit, it makes you so bitches know not to play with you. Like,
mm,
you look, man, this chick said she wanted to see me. Um, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna hit you up as soon as I get off work. I hit her up and she ain't respond. So then she hit me up and I cut this bitch off for like fucking a week or some shit. Then I responded to one of her messages, and that's how you have to be, bro. Like, you have to be on top of your shit. The reason why is because the bitch needed a ride home, so I dropped her off, and that whole experience, she saw that I'm on point, like I got all my shit together, so that's how you gotta be, bro. So now she knows not to fucking play with me. I'm taken seriously. And when you're like that, and you just cut off motherfuckers that just be about games and all that, you end up with this circle of people that only take you seriously, and you just become a boss, you know?
yeah,
So, like, I got, like, and look, bro, I'm not trying to brag, bro, but let's just go ahead and give some examples, bro. It's like, if I need a fucking ride right now, I know motherfuckers. I know like two bitches who have kids that will leave the kid at home to come pick me up, take me wherever the fuck I need to go, because they know that I'm not bullshitting. You know what I mean? They know
mm,
that if I call you and I say I'm flat ass broke, but I need to ride somewhere, they know they're gonna show up because they know when I get that bag, I'm gonna break them off. I ain't gonna forget about that. You know. So
mm,
when you on point like that, then that see, like, when you're on point like that, that's how on point you have to be. You got to understand, this person helped me out that time, so now that I got this bag, boom, I'm going to take care of them. And if you're like that, and this is important, is when you're like that, then that's kind of the example that you have to set for the relationship. That way, when she does get that inheritance from her parents, you know, or she does get, something out of the ordinary happen, she knows that she has to pay homage the same way, you know. And it's a lot easier for us to build trust. It's a lot easier to build trust with people uh, than than it seems, you know.
it ain't
It's
too many,
like,
but you gotta be for real. There ain't too many females who thinking like that though. Who thinking about paying somebody back? You know what I'm saying? Who thinking
well,
about,
the
oh,
thing is that, I mean, they're gonna have to understand, like they're gonna have to understand, like, you need to make it clear to them when you give them something that you don't have to do it. You feel me? But you're doing it like because you fuck with them type shit. And look, I'm not saying you do this to a bitch who you barely know, like, the bitch gonna have to show a little loyalty before you get here, you know? But I mean, shit. If you on your grind and you feel me, you getting your bag anyways. Shit, you get fucking tell. You could take the shit from your savings account. Tell the bitch you got $1,000 bonus, and boom, give her $400. You feel me? That way she can see like, okay, like when this motherfucker hits the come up, he breaks me off something. You feel me? So when that bitch hits that motherfucking lick and that motherfucking check come through, she know, bro. Like you have to pay homage. You got to be generous with your people. And if there ain't no equity involved, it ain't serious. It's not a serious relationship unless there's equity involved.
Yeah, that's
That's the,
fact.
I mean that's the whole reason why marriage is even becomes legal, because then there's equity involved.
Yeah, yeah, that's
You know,
true.
yeah. So it's like, okay, what the fuck is the point of being married with somebody? Like, what's the point of being married with someone if you have no access to the bank account, you know, and you can't fucking take out a loan? You don't get the benefits of marriage. Like what the hell would be the point? Like in fucking getting married.
Yeah, yeah, that's facts. But me, I don't know if I've even tried to get. Yeah, I ain't trying to get married, bro. I don't even think I'm trying to get. I don't know, bro. But see, that's the thing. If I have a kid, like I said, I don't want to have no baby mama. But it's a complicated situation, bro. So I might just, there might just be no little Z's running around, man. That might be what it comes to. I don't know.
I
I
learned
don't know,
from I learned from a very wise man who's a red pill YouTuber who said that you basically shouldn't even fucking be considering marriage until you're like 35, bro. And
man. Yeah,
when I see how relationships turn out, you gotta think, bro. Don't look at your parents as the fucking example. Don't be looking at your grandparents as the example. It's
different
2022, bro.
generation. Yeah, different
Yeah, we're
time.
we're in the dating market now, bro. And these bitches be tripping nowadays, bro. Like they have IG, they got this whole little gratification thing going on.
Yeah,
It's just different nowadays. Um, Forgot what my point was though. Oh yeah, but I learned shit, something else I learned shit is just fucking you better be very cautious when it comes to single moms. I think there are some there's other dangers as far as the dynamic of,
it gets
the
deep, bro.
kids.
It gets
Yeah,
very deep, bro. It gets
yeah.
deep, bro.
We gotta do another one on this
We're
one,
gonna
a
have to
part
do
two.
we're gonna have to do about 30 parts, bro, if we really want to break it down, bro. Because if you really pay attention, bro, it gets deep, bro. It
Yeah,
gets
it
deep.
does. Hell yeah.
Depending on the type of person they are and depending on what they've been through in life, bro, it gets deep. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? It's so much things that can complicate it, bro. These are things that can affect the overall relationship, bro. Like things that are indirectly and directly related to them having a kid, and then just, bro, like, and then if they have any other issues, those can amplify the issues. So it's just
Mm-hmm.
like, in the that can amplify the effect that it has on you too. Because if it's having an effect on them, bro, it's gonna have an effect on you. So
Yeah,
it
then like, cause something else that happened was like they had a fucking family member die, and then it's like everyone is all attached to this fucking family member except me. So I'm like stuck in this house with these fucking miserable, grieving ass fucking people the whole time, and I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean?
mhm.
So it's like it gets deep, bro. It gets very deep.
Yeah.
Like I'm talking about, I'm talking about when the fucking kid's auntie dies and they fucking mom is so distraught and heartbroken she can't even tell them, bro. And I'm the only one who has the fucking wherewithal to break the news to her kids that their fucking aunt is dead, bro. Like it gets deep, bro. It's very deep. This is, I mean, these are
Yeah.
things that you don't have to worry about this when there's no kids involved,
And then the
you
issues that
know?
come with that after, that come with your relationship because of that after.
Uh-huh.
You
And
know what I'm
like
saying?
when they
That's
bring this person's name up and then everyone gets all teary and sad again. And then it's like, okay, here these motherfuckers go again with this shit. Like, bro,
yeah.
that shit ain't my fucking problem, bro. That shit's not my fucking problem. Like, hell no. Not my problem. I mean, and they say when you look for a chick, you want to try to find somebody who has like a real close relationship with their family. I'm not sure if I trust that, bro.
Mm,
I'm not sure.
depends on what kind of influence that their family is in their life, and how positive their family is or not.
Yeah,
Like
cause
if their family is a good influence on them, positive influence on them, then you could say yeah. But if their family is negative in their life, then no, it's not
yeah, and
good.
I think like for me, I would need to be with somebody who's a little more emotionally on the same page as me. Like, if you
Yeah,
got a fucking family member who's just a total piece of shit their whole life, like when they fucking die, like, come on, bro. Like, don't be fucking crying over that shit. Like, they're a piece of shit. It's one thing when you have like, a family member who everyone likes dies or some shit. But it's like
yeah,
if you're just one of these people who's just gonna be all fucking grieving over death of any kind, then it's like, bro, I can't fucking do all that. Like you have a fucking crackhead uncle who's been estranged for the last fucking 15 years. You find out that he dies. Like last time you saw this fool, you were like 4.5 years old. And
hmm
you're like fucking a broken soul now that you got that news. Like, I need you to be a little more emotionally mature than that. Like, we're not gonna be sitting up
yeah,
crying over these fucking scumbags, you know?
yeah. And
And I
see,
ain't talking.
like,
I ain't talking about the good dudes. You feel me? Like I'm not
yeah,
talking about just the good dude who never quite made it. You feel me? I'm talking about like
yeah,
the niggas who ain't shit. Yeah, you know who I'm talking about. Y'all all got black sheep in your families, bro. Y'all know
yeah.
the nigga who ain't shit. He in and out of jail all the time. He beats women. You feel me? He's a drunk. All that kind of shit.
Yeah, but see, also, this ain't even like like I'll see like the comments on a lot of videos like this, and like some you'll see women tuning in and they'll be like, no, they're not all bad, da da da. Bruh, I'm sure there are many situations where it could work. I'm sure it is, but it's like you're as a man, we're just kind of trying to save a man from going through like the hardship of it, bruh. Because that's the thing, bruh. Like, some there's people out here with good hearts and stuff like that. Like you'll be in a situation like you be like, man, I'm gonna try to make it work, da 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 da. But then when you see, like, it's like, oh hell no. Like once you see that, like it kind of, and you don't want nobody to go through a situation where it can get really detrimental to them, and they taking big L's, So, and then there could be somebody who's in the situation who's wondering what they should do, so trying to just kind of give them the rundown on it, like, hey, this is probably what's going to happen, or every situation is different, like, but look at my situation, bro. I knew, like, I knew all the stuff, everything everybody was saying, and I had this idea in my
Hmm.
head, like, maybe it could be different, but that's just not my wiring, bro. And I knew it deep
Yeah.
down, like I knew it deep down, bro. Like I was like, bro, I ain't really with this, bro. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, like when
that
my ex, she was 17, I think, when she had her son. So this motherfucker is like, I used to look at this fool like he was my little brother, but she's looking at him like a son and shit, and it's like, hell no, like you got this fucking love, this crazy love for this fool, and I'm like, I'm ready to beat this fool's ass.
yeah, because that's about 14. We're really about 13, bro. That's when they start, trying to poke their chest out and stuff. So
Then it's like the kids, like as they get older, they start coming up with their own personalities, And then there's like
Hmm.
these things about their personalities that you don't like. Some people are just lucky, bro. Like some people have kids and they don't give them any problems. Like they're
Yeah.
patient, they're polite, they listen when you tell them something, they get straight A's in
Hmm.
school with no effort, you know. You don't
Yeah.
even have to talk about college in the house because it's just the way of life to a person like
Hmm.
them, you know.
Yeah.
Like so, it's you might luck out, but chances are those people aren't coming from single mother households. You look at the prison rate, bro, they're all coming from single mother households. And we talk
Or
about
they're
how
coming
bad
from
they are.
some sort of broken home, some sort of, like, and that's the thing, bro, that has an effect on personality, that has effect on their mental health. Like, and I understand everybody's situation is different, bro. So you gotta weigh out the situation and understand, bro. Like, I can sit here and say, bro, it's a lot of red flags that I ignored. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes you just be thinking, man, it ain't gonna be nothing. Like, but shoot, but that's a learning experience for me. Like, I know, like, hey, bro, and that's like today. I was at the grocery store getting my groceries. I seen bad woman, boy, walking. She holding hands with a kid. I was like, bro, I straight pass on that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, I
Hmm.
straight like, and I'm not saying that, like, women be like, oh, well, I'm sure she would pass on you. Like, I ain't saying it like that. I'm saying I'm not even gonna like bother the situation, bro. Like, cause you really, that's what I was saying earlier. Like, you got to know who you are and what you willing to put up with, because don't even go waste somebody's time, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? That don't waste each other's time. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is, bro. And that's the thing. Like, as a woman in that situation, you might want to be as upfront as you can about what you expect. And then, because that's the thing, they don't like, I can understand in the situation, the female's like, oh, I don't want to scare him. I don't want to make him think like I'm forcing this on him or nothing. But, like, you got, there's some sort of conversation that has to be had at some point about like, are you comfortable with this or whatever? Like, cause that's the thing. It has to like, everything has to happen in the beginning. You got to state your boundaries in the beginning. If you know what the situation is, bro, you got to put it down like that. Like, you got to be like, look, I'm not cool with this. Like, I don't want to deal with nothing like this. Da 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 da.
Man,
But
that shit is not a red flag. That shit is a fucking no go. Like, fuck
yeah,
a red flag. That's a do not go. Wrong way. No enter
turn
here,
around.
goddamn. Hell, get the fuck out of here, goddamn. That's what that shit
Yeah,
is. Like, bruh, that's a deal breaker. Like, a chick who has kids, bro, is damn near a deal breaker at this point, bro.
yeah,
I
it is.
mean,
It
I,
definitely
I
is now.
there's
But
some
look,
there's
I'm gonna
some
say this,
caveats
bro.
though.
I'm gonna say this, bro. I'm gonna say this, bro. I'm gonna say it with my chest, bro. I'm glad that my experience that I had was with her though. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's still my dog, you know what I'm saying? Like, even though we've not on speaking terms or whatever, like, it was still cool, you know what I'm saying? That's still my dog though. Like, I'm glad that it was with that person, you know what I'm saying? Like, but as of now, hey, and then she could even take this and be like, "Oh, I hope this can make her feel better." I'm not gonna go do that with nobody else. So you got it. You got it. You got that. You was the one that I did that with, because I ain't finna go do that with nobody else. Straight up. Like,
Yeah, I
I
feel
can't go,
like
bro.
I feel like there's a few caveats to it. I feel like one thing is, I mean, in all situations, the baby daddy got to be out the picture in some form. Like
Mm,
we ain't doing none of that bullshit. You feel me? But
yeah.
a caveat would be if she has just a really good kid. Like if the motherfucker is actually like well behaved and she just lucked out and just had a really fucking good one. And,
Hmm.
one who doesn't give you all the fucking problems. He's just a good kid.
Hmm.
You
One ain't
know, I
aggravating and all that. Yeah.
yeah, like you could deal with that. When you tell him like get out of here because I'm about to fuck your mama. the the motherfucker just leaves, he's like, all right,
Yeah,
well, I'll just go play my game, he's not tripping about getting kicked out the room, shit like that. um
yeah,
I mean, another caveat is just when you get a little later in life, I mean, if you in your 40s, you feel me, like you can't sit around forever, like, thinking like you're gonna find some stone cold 23-year-old fox who's just gonna fucking, who's just gonna be this fucking this little eye candy, arm candy for you. But
yeah,
it's
bro. Because you got to
like,
think, bro. You got to think, bro. That's the somewhat of a problem. Not even a problem, bro. I'm not gonna say what anything should be or anything. This is what it is. Okay, as a woman, if you bad and you like 20 something years old, bro, you got power, bro. Who gonna want to put that power down? Like I said, with great power come great responsibility. Like if you got the power as you 20 something years old and you can go do anything you want in life using your beauty, bro. Why wouldn't you do it? You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's a lot of people out here mad, like, oh, they're doing this and they're doing that, but it's like, bro, they got the power. You
hmm
dudes gave them the power. So
when
that's
they're
just
young, they have the power.
yeah, that's
It's
what it
just
is. And bro,
there's
and you'll say this how people say, like, to an extent, bro, like, you gonna find some women out there who have children, so they're a little more like chill. There's some people out there, I've seen people say that they were like they like dealing with single moms, because there's some of, like, not, I'm not gonna say all of them, but some of them that slow them down, bro. Like it kind of make them a homebody. You got some that they're not trying to go out and do all this now, like, you know what I'm saying, because they're just like, I'm just gonna go to work and take care of my kids. So some people, they like to do that. Like I would say, like, to an extent, like the girl I was with, bro, she was kind of a homebody, bro, and that was kind of what kind of made me like, you know what, like this could be smooth, bro, because she wasn't one of them going out drinking, partying type people, so like, and that kind of matched with what type of person I am. I'm not a going out type of person for real. So you that's what I'm saying. Like it, bro. But like I say, bro, it's just very complicated, bro. It's very, very complicated, bro. And I don't, and it's just almost like, why, if you don't have to take on that, why would you? You know what I'm saying? And but
yeah,
like you was just
because
saying, like, if the kid is just well behaved and da 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 da, but then who knows? But like the situation is never just gonna be all the way perfect. The kid could be well behaved and you get along well, but what if they got a crazy baby daddy? Like there's so many things that could go wrong in in the whole situation. You
with
know what I'm
the
saying?
that
Just
the baby daddy, he got to be out in every situation. Like
yeah,
if if he's in any scenario, then it's a no go. But
yeah,
I mean, if you like, you start, your 40s come around, it's like you might have to settle down for a chick like who has a kid. Now the motherfucker might be grown, and that is actually cool. Like it'd be cool like later on in life, to be with a chick and she has 30-year-old kids, because
yeah,
then it's cool. And that's
yeah,
actually what most parents say, like, when they run polls, like when their kids are young, it's basically just hard the whole time, but then when their kids move out, the relationship gets way better because they're
yeah.
fucking they're fucking sipping mimosas in the backyard with their fucking kids, when they're on summer break from college, you know
Mm-hmm.
and that
That's
that's
facts.
the that's when life gets good, when you have kids. So later on in life, and like I said, bro, it's like your 40s done came around, bro. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you gonna have to tie yourself down. And I heard this, I can't remember where I heard it from. It might have been Jordan Peterson, but it's basically something to the effect of like basically you need to fucking make the sacrifice now, or have nothing in the end. And
Mm-hmm.
that's one thing that a lot of people don't think about when it comes to this bachelor way of life, is that's the fucking road that we're on as bachelors, bro. Like as of right now, we're on the road to have nothing in the end.
What you mean
It
by that?
feels no kids.
Oh, yeah, I ain't really tripping about that though.
Yeah,
Cause I
but
really,
but
cause to me,
but
bro,
the,
I got
no,
nephews,
it's
bro. They're my kids, bro. They're
yeah,
my
but
kids, bro. Like,
it's not just necessarily about like the legacy of it. It's about like basically the last half of your life. You know, a lot of people are like they basically, you know, their 50s come around, they don't have any kids, and they're just kind of like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, life changes, bro. In the later half of your life, things change. I'm on the fucking road. All these red pill, you know, we just gonna date all these other bitches and we ain't gonna tie ourselves down. All that shit. That's the road we on, bro. We on the road to have a lonely second half of life. Regardless of how close you think your friends are gonna be with you, when you see that they're way closer with their kids than they are with anybody else, bro, that's
boy,
when it's
that's
gonna hit.
facts, bro. Because I got, bro, that's the thing. I got a lot of friends. Like, I got friends out here, bro, but they all got kids, bro. And like some of them are married, bro. And I don't never see them, bro, because they gotta tend to those responsibilities. Like the
Hmm.
most you get out of them is maybe like a snap, text, whatever. Like, but you're not gonna go see them, bro, because they gotta spend time with their kids and their family, bro. But to me, bro, I know I'm just a curious, explorative type person, man. So I want to spend my life just going around and exploring and stuff like that. So, some people they live the family life and they're tied down to the location that they're at, bro. I'm cool with just, living my life exploring and just seeing the world and doing the different stuff like that. So if I gotta stay single to do that, bro, maybe that's just what it is, bro. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
I'm cool with that.
and here's the thing, like a lot of dudes, like most dudes, bro, especially people like us, bro, like you gotta understand, like you have the fucking time, bro. It makes me fucking sick when I see somebody who's like they're like your age, bro. Like I got a homie, this fool started having kids when he was like 22. This fool is 28, bro, and he has three fucking kids already. Like, bruh, you are going to have time to do all that. You have enough time to do that, bro. Don't go fucking off your fucking your 20s or your 30s, you know, doing bullshit like that. Like, yeah,
Facts.
when you get to your 30s, like you feel me, try to get around to it, you know, by the later half of your 30s, you know. But I see fools ruining themselves, bro. Like just adding way more complexity to their fucking life. And that's the thing about it, is like we're talking about it's this reason, that reason. You keep reiterating that it just makes it so complex, and that's the actual problem. Regardless of like, you know, the reason of, you know, you come in last place and her word goes above yours and all this. Fuck the reasons, bro. It's the complexity itself. It's the fact that you got to
Yeah.
be like in a relationship with somebody where there's just this weird fucking dynamic to it. It's like, you know, it's like being with somebody, you know, and then they fucking die, and then you hook up with that person's sister after. Like you were just
Yeah.
dating this bitch's dead sister, and now you fucking dating her. It just like it's like, yeah, you know, there's these specific problems, but there's just this fucking complexity to everything that you don't need in your fucking life.
Yeah, bro. Cause and it's like that's the thing. Relationships are hard enough and complex enough, bro. So it's like, especially if you like, that's the thing, bro. I'm kind of new to relationships, bro. I didn't really like I didn't get in. That was the longest relationship I've been in too. That's the craziest part. Like I didn't really do the long term relationship thing. I'd rather just do what I do and bounce. You know what I'm saying? Because once they started getting naggy and annoying, I was just like, ugh, I don't like this. You know what I'm saying? But now as I got older, I was like, I'm gonna try to just rock out like that. But like I say, bro, it just adds a relationship in itself, bro. Like dealing with somebody's emotions, and especially me, I'm an introverted type person. So I don't really, I'm kind of standoffish, like a little bit cold. So it's like I like having to learn to deal with somebody else's emotions too. Now, just throw all the stuff we just talked about on top of that, bro. It just makes it really complicated, bro. And that's the thing, bro. It's like I'm not one of these dudes who's just trying to bash and be like, oh no, and like how they just be talking about them so bad and everything. It's just like I ain't doing all that, but at the same time, I'm just letting you know, bro, that might be a situation that you don't want, bro. Like it's a complicated situation, man. Like especially if you
Yeah.
don't got kids yourself, bro. It could drain you, bro. It's so it's like and especially if you on your grind, bro, you don't need that.
Mm-hmm.
That's not something you need. If you on your grind, bro, you don't need that, bro. Because you ain't even. Because that's
Mm-hmm.
the thing. You on your grind, and you set your life up to be like this. You don't have no kids. You don't have nothing like really holding you back, and you taking on another person who has all these things that they're dealing with, bro. That's gonna kind of slow you down a little bit. And like you might not want to say it because you might love this person, or this person may be a good person to you. But it's like, bro, you got to be real with the situation and yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, and just know, like, hey, man, hey, that's life goes on, bro. Like it ain't always gonna work with everybody, bro. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you just gotta bounce, bro. And that's the thing, bro. It'd be hard to say goodbye to anybody. So that'd be the hardest part about a lot of the situations with people. They just don't want to say goodbye. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, bro, you gotta know, bro. You gotta know, bro, because even though it may be just like, okay, it ain't that bad, bro. You don't know how much worse it could get. You just don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm.
why ask for that? Why just go ahead and it's like turning the game on hard for no reason almost. Like if like it's like if you could pick in relationships, like you could be like, okay, regular or put it on veteran mode. You know what I'm saying? Like let's just go ahead and add this into there. Like that's the thing, bro. Like you want to be, and that's the thing. But that's another thing you got to know, bro. Because like how women will say, "I'm a package deal," so they're just telling you up front, like it's not just me. But that's the thing, bro. Do you want to get in a relationship with a woman and a child, or do you just want to be in a relationship with a woman, bro?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
You
and to
can
me,
you
I
can
feel like
pick.
it's weird, especially if you a man with no kids. I feel like it's a little weird for a man with no kids to even really want to just overly be involved with somebody else's kid. To me, that's a little weird, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like any man in his right mind is gonna be a little bit standoffish towards somebody else's kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like you ever heard somebody say I don't play with other folks' children? You know what I'm saying? Like I just don't, bro. Like the only kids I be around is kids in my family. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be around no just being around kids like that. You know what I'm saying? Like so yeah, it's like why like I feel like anybody who like if a dude I feel like that's a red flag if a dude come at you and he's like, oh, you got kids? I love kids. I feel like that's weird. And that's a red flag and you need to be careful because that could be a child molester. You know what I'm saying? Like real talk, bro.
Hide your husband, hide your wife. I think we're gonna call this one.
Yes, sir, man. We'll
It's
be back.
like, comment, subscribe. Everything sucks. I've been saying I'm gonna rebrand this motherfucker soon. ZG, goddamn, I keep fucking it up, bruh. ZG33. You got that little tongue twisting ass name.
It's AG33, man. Say it with me. It's AG33, man. Yes, sir.
ZG33, bro. Follow the channel, y'all. Shit, we got to do a part two to this one because this shit get deep, bro. We can come up
Yeah.
with a whole philosophy book off this one.
It get
Um,
deep, man.
like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned. Tune in on the next one, folks.
We out.